a Free Flow Ministries production. Our scripture, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1, KJV. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Our story, the boy who ran ahead of spring. In a quiet village surrounded by wide-open fields and gentle rolling hills, there lived a young boy named Eli, who loved to run. Eli ran everywhere. He ran to breakfast. He ran to school. He ran through the fields, even when there was nowhere special to go. But more than anything, Eli wanted spring to come. Winter had stayed longer than he liked. Snow still covered the ground, and the trees stood bare and still. "I'm tired of waiting," Eli said one morning, stomping his boots into the snow. Spring should be here already. He decided that if spring would not come on its own, he would help it. The next day, Eli ran into the frozen fields carrying a small shovel and a packet of seeds. He dug through the hard, icy soil with all his strength. "Grow!" he commanded, pushing the seeds into the cold ground. The wind blew sharply across the field. Nothing happened. Eli came back the next morning. Still snow, still silence, still winter. He tried again. He poured warm water over the soil. He spoke kindly to the ground. He even sang to the seeds. But the earth remained quiet. Days passed. Eli grew frustrated. His boots became wet and heavy. His hands became cold and sore. "Why isn't it working?" he whispered. That evening, Eli sat on a wooden fence and watched the sunset spread soft pink and gold across the sky. For the first time, he stopped running. The village grew very still. In the quiet, Eli noticed something. The snow was melting. Not quickly, not loudly, but steadily. Drip, drip, drip. The earth was waking in its own time. Eli took a slow breath. "Maybe," he said softly. "It's not my job to make spring come." The next morning, Eli did something different. He did not run to the field. He waited. He listened. He watched, and when the ground finally softened beneath his feet, he planted his seeds again. This time, the soil welcomed them. Days later, tiny green shoots pushed gently through the earth. Eli smiled. They had not come because he forced them. They had come because the season was ready. As the fields turned bright with new life, Eli ran again. But this time, he was not running ahead of spring. He was running with it. Moral of the story: you cannot force what God has scheduled for a different season. Waiting is not weakness, it is wisdom. When we move in God's timing, growth comes naturally. Reflection: is there something you are trying to hurry in your life? What might God be preparing before your spring arrives? How can you practice patience this week? Take a quiet moment and ask God to help you trust His timing.